Dragon Ball CG players. We're Team Checkmate Fusion here with Jared Lopez, who just finished second at the Cali Regionals this weekend. What'd you play today?
Played good old Tapion. This is what I played for the last regional. I just had the most testing with this deck. I felt the most comfortable with it, so this is what I decided to bring.
Dude, that's awesome. What were your matches this weekend?
I think I played against a different leader every time. It was Green Gohan. What did I play around to? I played against Pan. I played against, I think, 2 Vegetos. I played against Skillless. I played against Reboot Cell. I played against Nova. And I think that was all 7. So
that's a lot of new decks in this format. What do you think was like the easiest matchup without, insulting somebody? And what was your hardest matchup of the weekend?
Yeah. I think Green Gohan for sure. Also just because I tested against that deck and I haven't had as much time to test against the newer decks, so I know that matchup a lot better. I did end up losing to Vegeta in the end, so I guess I'd have to say that one was the toughest, but also Reboot Cell. That was extremely close, and I very easily could have lost that game, for sure.
That's great, man. Well, let's jump into the deck list and see what you got for us.
So I play for my 1-drop package. I play 2 of the Tapion. That's the top 5 searcher for your hero cards and your Phantom Demon stuff. I play 4 of this 1-drop Minosha. He has a tap 1 ability where he can stack himself top 7 for another 1-drop hero, which comes up in some matchups. And then we have this other Minosha, another draw 1. Activate battles, pretty relevant. You can sack him to give one of your Hootagons 5k, but in this format there's like a lot of warp effects and stuff like that, so it's a nice way to just get him in the drop before your opponent warps it, bottom decks it, or does something with it. So that is our 1-drop package for Tapion. We're playing 3 of the legs and 3 of the arms. I play 6. I just want to be able to awaken on turn 2. Also, I want to see 1 of each by turn 2, ideally, so I can aggro my opponent, because if you're swinging on turn 2, you want to see these and the 4-drop Tapion, and that's like, for 3 energy, you're getting a regular swing, a crit swing, a double strike swing, and you're swinging with your leader. So it's just a lot of swings on turn 2, and just want to guarantee the awaken. Leg is pretty good. He's removal if you need it. So yeah, this is another turn 2 play we want to see. Just his double striker. He's also our barrier removal, so against yellow they try to sin. Just any barrier 4 or less, bottom decks it. Pretty solid card. Play 3 of the Trunks. On your opponent's turn, he bottom decks 4 or less, or any turn, but usually you're playing him on your opponent's turn. He returns one of your little 1-drops to hand, so it's good to have battle tricks to be able to deal with your opponent's cards. And it's +0, so you're not negging cards from hand when you play him. Then we play 3 of this new Majin Buu. Legends convinced me to play this card. It was not in my main board. Decided to put it in. It was really good this weekend. It's barrier, so it's like pretty sticky. Getting the Z energy is really relevant, especially against red. If you have like a 20k, 25k in drop, you could just swing with this, combo it, Z charge for explosive dance. So whenever he attacks or activates blocker, you combo a 5k mono blue card with skills negated. So yeah, this card was really good. I liked it. I'd keep it in for sure. We play 4 of this 8-drop Tapion. This is our bomb. Basically want to see this anytime after turn 3. Turn 3 and onwards, you want to be playing this card every turn. It just does a lot. This is the main way we kill our opponents. Card's amazing. We play 2 oobs. Card's good. Opponent plays around it, kind of sucks, but card's way too good not to play. Does a lot. Having good against yellow too with a Tapion. If they have like something to blanket, it's kind of unfortunate because you lose your removal. This, if it's live, it's just on spot removal whenever you need it. And the little added hand destruction from the other auto is pretty relevant as well. So those are our bombs for the deck. Our super combos were 2 of the Tapion draw card and then 2 Zeno. Searchable, also it's 15k. So most super combos is 10k, 15k is good against red, explosive dance. It's 10k at all times, so if you need to use it early for some reason, you can use it early. We have 2 Zeno because we have a lot of battle tricks, so we're playing a lot on our opponent's turn. so the untap is pretty important. Those are the supers. For our negates, we play 317 and then 4D magic. I think those are the only negates in my deck, yeah. 317, 4D magic. We're not negating too much, mainly later in the game. Early in the game, we just want to get our combo step, get the draw 2. Maybe 417 might be nice. I'd have to think about that, but yeah. Solid, just standard blue stuff. Play 2 UI. Yeah, plus 15 is just way too good. It helps you stay alive when your opponent's going in. Good offensive card sometimes if you're pushing with like a double strike. Just 1 energy, you know, put a 20k to 35k, force 2 supers out of their hand and a 5k, and you're drawing, you're not losing cards from hand. So that's pretty good. Play 3 bean. I like 3 bean. Usually I'm not using them later on in the game. Helps me, like you just get 1 turn where you go to 25 and just kind of ends your opponent's turn. So yeah, I'd stay at 3 bean. I like 3 beans. For 1-ofs, we play 1 SGR, 1 Overwhelm, and then 1 Majin Buu. SGR is nice. I side out a lot of games. I think I'd probably keep it in against green just in case like my opponent's playing Cell Xeno or something, just to have something to get rid of Xeno. But yeah, most games is just a side out card. I'm never really using the tap 1 to bottom deck 5 or less. Overwhelm, this could be secret ID in this format against red. Being able to clear wider boards might be a little bit more important, and you have enough on-spot removal that you probably don't need Vegeta. You could probably go to secret ID. But against yellow, this might be a little bit better. Dealing with the 9-drop Sin that Nova and Oceanus plays is kind of annoying, so this might be worth keeping. And then 1 Majin Buu. Kind of rarely played it. It's good in like blue mirrors or grindy matchups, but yeah, there's just a lot of aggro and you just kind of don't have time to play this card anymore. And then for secret, run Beast on. Pretty much the only secret we run in this deck. It's just way too good not to play. Getting the board reset is very important. Also, you could just, if you get the early turn 2 aggro, this on 3 is with followed by a 8-drop is like kind of game ending. Like your opponent can't do much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How many cards are in the deck in total?
51. Yeah, usually I'm a tight 50 kind of person, but I did play 51 for this. You could cut a card pretty easy. I don't know, what'd I cut? Cut 1 Oob maybe in some matchups. Yeah, you can find space to go down to 50 for sure.
Cool, man. Let's take a look at that extra deck. Or that Zenkai deck.
Yeah, let's do it. So I played 2 of the Black Kamehamehas. It gets played at 2 enough. This is important because it gets the Buu live. It's also a card in the battle area, so for your Tapion, there's a lot of times where you have a clear board, so this counts towards that because you need 2 to actually play the card. Also a great defensive tool. And we play 1 of the Goku Frieza. Yeah, this card is really good. Just, you play it and your opponent's just never getting rid of it. It allows you to tap out on your turn. And, yeah, no, this card's amazing. I love it. We also play 2 of this little Trunks Unison. I like this card too. When he's played, you get the effect where you can combo your rest mode hero cards all the way until the end of your opponent's next turn. So on your turn, you combo 2 Minoshas, play them, then you can combo them in rest mode later that turn. On your opponent's turn, you can combo 2 Minoshas, play them, and then combo them off. And it's also any hero, so you can combo your 4-drop Tapion, your 8-drop Tapion as well, if you need to. +0, somewhat relevant, comes up, KO Hudagarn, return a Minosha to the hand, untap an energy. So if you have that on board, you're essentially just playing this for 1 and you +1.
That's pretty strong.
Nice little card there. I play 1 of this little Tapion, so if you have a specified cost, Unison with specified cost of 2, he's reduced by 1. So he's a 1-drop auto. When he's played, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, return to its owner's hand, and he gets 10k for the turn. So it's nice on-spot removal. If you set up Goku Frieza earlier in the turn, he's just going to be 1 for the entire game. Or if Yeah, any of the 2-drop unisons, but this is really good for spot removal. I do really like this card.
Yeah, close that Sin 9 drop too.
Yeah, that's really important, especially because they're blanking all your stuff. We'll play 1 baby just to get 17 live. Kind of rarely play this card. Honestly, most of the time I feel like I'd rather just build the 3Z than invest in this, especially with red running around. You just need the Z anyway, so you might as well go to that line. And there's a lot of barrier removal. So I think if you do play this card, I would play it at 2. One play that I did with Expert, I played the Dro just to get 17 live early, but I would play 2 in one turn just to make sure your opponent can't get rid of it and get 17 offline. So if you play this, I'd probably play it at 2, play 2 in one turn, get 17 live.
That's cool.
Yeah. 1 cell.
Just gotta have it.
You just gotta have it. Yeah, the power level of this card I feel like has decreased in time, but still really good. 3 energy is a lot, but getting the board clear against some decks is really important. Against Kid Ku, if you play this, they can't Videl, otherwise you steal their auto. They still Bunny Girl, but this plus Koitz in one turn is pretty good. Yeah, just good for clearing boards. Another Legends deck that he told me about. This guy's convinced me to play this guy. I actually don't even know. I forgot what he did. I don't
Didn't actually play him.
Didn't actually play him, but it's a good card. He's like reduced by 1 if you have Z extra. So he's 1 energy 15k. 1 energy 15k attacker is always really good. When he's played, you bottom deck one of your opponent's battle cards, 3 or less. And then he has like another effect. Does something. You have 4 more energy. At the end of your turn, your opponent's battle cards placed at the bottom deck. Okay, so he's just untap 1 at the end of the turn. So that's pretty nice. So he could be a 0 energy 15k. He untaps at the end of the turn, so
yeah.
1 energy 15k attacker, that'll become 0 energy.
It demands answers. So if your opponent doesn't remove him, like every turn you possibly can keep untapping 1.
Yeah, that's true. Just free energy every turn.
Yeah.
And then we play 1 of this new Debura. This card's also really good because of the spot. It's good against yellow. It's good against a lot of matches, but specifically yellow because he has the -1 where he could just get rid of anything ignoring barrier. So they're not, and they can't really blank this card.
Yeah, and the mini petrification effect comes up versus like wide decks.
Oh yeah. I love this card. I'd probably still keep it at 1. Yeah, on spot removal, dual tech blocker, gets around Nimbus, gets around certain floodgates. Blue mirror gets around 17, so just another attacker, free defense.
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's sick. Solid 10 card Z deck. Well, let's talk about your side deck then.
So 3 Koitz. Kind of have to have 3 Koitz in this meta. Too many bunny girls, too many Videls running around. There's too much stuff running around to not play Koitz. I like 3. You want to see, I'm activating 2, so that's why I play 3. You want to see at least 2. 3 Deburas. Greens running around. It could be really tough. Reboot Cell can be a tough matchup, so you need Deburas. You could debatably go to 4. I feel like there's only 1 turn where you're really going to get a Debura to draw 2 without your opponent's activating Koitz, and if you see Debura in that moment, it really tilts the game in your favor. So you could debatably go to 4, but I played at 3 for now. 3 of this Demigra. So this is for Vegito. When you combo it, you KO one of your opponent's battle cards. 30k or more, ignoring barrier, if your opponent has 3 or less energy.
And it's your turn.
And it's your turn. Yeah. So that 6-drop Vegito is very annoying for this deck to deal with because we don't have a lot of barrier removal until like we play Debra or something, or Beast on. So we just need a way to clear that 6-drop so it's not annoying us the whole game. We play 2 Heroic Prospect. This is really good with the Goku Frieza because it's Goku Frieza untaps 1 at the end of the turn, so it'll just, as soon as you play Goku Frieza, this will be alive, and this shuts down a lot of turns. Really good in the Vegito matchup. Every time I negated, the only swings I had left were Unison and Leader Swing, and one of those swings doesn't even really count because you're getting a 25k combo, so you're really just having Tau combo one attack. I would go up to 3 in the side actually, because this card was really good. 2 Mafuba that I never ended up siding. This is only for the Gohanks matchup because that 8-drop is very annoying to deal with. And the Koitz doesn't matter. You have something to get out of the turn. Only for the Gohanks matchup. Didn't play any going, so it didn't come up. Play 1 smoke. I brought this in against Vegito. You can either use it to get rid of the 6-drop if you didn't see a Demigra, or you can get rid of the Unison. Preferably you want to get rid of the Unison with this card, but yeah, one of. Could go to 2. I'd have to think about it. We run 117. Yeah, just for slower, grindy matchups. Good against Bulma, just anything that goes to turn 7. You can Beast on and this on turn 7. Usually what I like to do is set up some sort of either Boo Unison or Dabura Unison the turn before I'm going to turn the Tide, and like Beast on and turning the Tide in against some matchups.
That's broken.
Yeah, that's the. Then usually it's game from there.
Yeah.
And then that is it for the side deck.
Dude, that's awesome. So what do you give us your thoughts about the new format?
So the only decks I've really tested against were Kid Ku, a little bit of Bojack, and a little bit of Nova. Yeah, Kid Ku is an insane deck. I don't know what that deck loses to. There's only a few decks. But yeah, the format's really interesting. I feel like pretty much anything can compete. A lot of decks have their weaknesses. I don't know. I think Red definitely needs to get touched. It seems they have a lot of tools right now. So I think if Red gets touched, it's a fun format for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, before we sign out, any final shout-outs?
Yeah, shout outs to the team. Shout out to Arizona. We had 6 out of the top 16 tops, so that was really cool to see. And yeah, shout out to the team.
All right, thanks for an awesome deck profile. Catch you next time, Jared.